Hi guys, it's that time again. Which is better? And it'll be a GORGUTS special. So if you like brutal technical death metal, then this is definitely for you. And even for you who are curious. So this will be between Considered Dead and the Erosion of Sanity. And before I continue, I'll be leaving links in the description down below to check out songs by Possessed, as well as links to check out my Instagram and Twitter page. There you get to see what bands I'm listening to, as well as what my band merch collection looks like. So looking at Considered Dead, first and foremost, the sound production features a balanced sound. Everything is clearly audible. The lead guitar dominates the sound while being supported by the vocalist, who creates powerful moans with his growls and screams, following a clear rhythm that is beautifully composed, fitting exactly with the story told by the lyrics. The lyrics are exceptional too, because the themes reach beyond the blunt brutality and the hate of religion demonstrated by many contemporary bands of the genre. One is about reaching the limits, both physically and mentally, about the threshold of life and death, stories from the fringe between those two. The song Bodily Corrupted is about the final painful stages of a horrid disease while beginning to rot away while still living. The song Stiff and Cold tells the story of a mountain climb that's pushing the limits of the explorer. The song Drifting Remains gives us a glimpse into what will happen to a boat in a raging steam storm. The song Discarnate tells the story of speculating about what happens to our soul at the moment of death. It's purely fiction, but captures and keeps listeners' attention throughout its 4 minutes and 29 seconds duration. There are just examples that show a unique combination of fascinating lyric themes that make this album brilliant. Musically, every single song on the album is absolutely and completely astonishing. Technical proficiency on all instruments is paired with a breathtaking songwriting and a music production that is almost perfect. Maybe that's what makes this album so special, is its uniqueness within the discography of the band. GORGUTS have actually evolved and developed the sound further beyond every album. I'm glad that they made this classic record on their journey towards some modern form of psychiatric death metal that can be heard on later albums. So switching gears, we're going to look at the Erosion of Sanity. From the demonic vocals and crushing riffs of the first track to the completely insane atonal riffing that coincides with the simply extravagant piano piece of the introduction track, which also reappears in a slightly jumbled up manner along with the guitars. This is completely insane music, but not at the same time. Two guitar players in GORGUTS, which opens the doors for incredible amounts of technicality and just sheer riffing. They're very well balanced solos which combine a great amount of technicality and beautiful melody, well as brutally disgusting sounding riffs that are just plain awesome. The drumming of this album is no laughing matter. There are a few blast beats which seem to be a common factor in today's technical death metal, and I'm looking at bands like Origin and The Cribbit Birth and so on. Instead, there are very complex rhythms and types of just to go along with the complexity of the guitars. The drummer might not be Flo Morney of Cryptopsy or Neil Peart of Rush, but he's certainly up there. The production of this album is truly amazing, especially for the time it came out. Completely dressed in bass, but not so much that you cannot understand what the band is doing. The vocals of this album really stand out as well. They really take some getting used to, but rest assured, they aren't your typical grunt moan. They are more like a mix of John Tardy and Frank Mullen, except a lot more raspier. Another great thing is that most of the time you can understand what's being said, which only makes the music even scarier. And that's not a bad thing. It's truly one of the greatest death metal albums, and certainly deserves more attention than I was being given attention so far. Listen to this album if you love old school death metal or technical death metal in general. So in the comments down below, let me know what you thought was the better album. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.